What is going down, everyone? It's time for Mojobreak.com, The Hype, episode 353. I'm back. We've got lots of stuff to talk about. It's Fanatics Fest week, so we're going to hear all the stuff coming out of Fanatics Fest. Got a special coupon for you guys. You want to get into a break? Mojobreak.com. Everything's scheduled. Everything's guaranteed. We're breaking all the new and hottest products. Use code FEST15 for 15% off. Big coupon, guys, so use it. It's going to be a flash sale, so if you're listening to this, I would definitely try to use it. It may be expired already by the time you're listening to this. It's a pretty hefty coupon. We don't usually do coupons that big. So we got Fanatics Fest to talk about. We've got the Triple Auto to talk about. Football is back. J.J. McCarthy is not back, or he may not play this year. So we'll talk about that. Lots of stuff. Thanks for tuning in live here on Mojobreak Media, or for those that are listening to the audio version of the podcast. We appreciate you guys. Episode 353. We're getting close to 400, guys. How does that feel?
Hell of an intro, Doug. Hell of an intro. I love it.
Nobody does it better.
Nobody does it better.
We miss
Your
it.
intro last week was pretty good. I was like, maybe I shouldn't do intros
It's
anymore.
not. You know what happens with a lot of? I'll be honest with whenever I'm introing.
Well, don't lie to me.
I get No, I was
Don't lie
planning
to
on
me.
lying to you.
I was about ready to make
I feel
you
like
intro guy.
I get distracted and we get a little off. We get like off base. We're like, oh yeah, let's talk about I don't know, a sandwich or something. Or that's always what happens with me.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
I'm the sandwich guy.
And then we get down that sandwich road and we're like, oh crap, we were supposed to talk about top finest baseball.
I don't even
Shoot.
know. I honestly can't even tell you if we talked about anything sports card related last week.
We definitely did. We absolutely did.
We talked about a lot of stuff that was unrelated.
Oh,
we
it
were
sounds like
talking-
I got to tune in. I listened to about 5 minutes.
We
of it
talked
so
a
far.
lot of Olympics. A lot of Olympics.
We did.
Which is now over.
We did. And
Goodbye,
I-
2024.
I told you breakdancing, and then
we saw it.
and then it happened.
And then Ray Gunn captured our hearts.
And then it happened. And I told you guys, I was like, I don't know if this should be an Olympic sport.
Yeah.
And my
And
point was
And
proven.
Australia agreed.
I
with
was
you.
about to say, and then I was totally sold. Put it in every Olympics going forward.
I still
entertainment value
think
alone.
competitive eating should be in the next Olympics.
I think so. 2028 in LA.
Yeah.
They could have it at Pink's Hot Dogs or something.
Because
Chestnut?
the thing is that U.S. is just the greatest.
Right.
Like, we are an absolute powerhouse when it comes to eating.
Yeah.
So
Diabetes.
it will be very, very difficult to compete with the U.S.
And the U.S. finished tied with China with 40 gold medals. Yes, they were number one overall medal count, but look, you need to get that one extra gold. Next Olympics, you got to get that one extra gold. Hopefully more. It's on your home turf.
What's more important?
Competitive
Did we
eating.
talk about this last time? What's more important? Winning golds or just winning
Overall medal
medal count?
Gold.
Yeah, I kind of feel like gold. It's
I
nice to
feel
see
like
that
it's-
big number.
I feel like it's overall medal count.
I think it's nice to have that nice big overall number, but like, let's put it this way. I can name you a lot of people who won gold medals. I don't think I can name you that many who won silver and bronze.
If you had a little
Suni Lee.
if you had a
Yes.
little sample,
But only because she's from the U.S.
if we were on all the drops, it would be like, if you're not first, you're last. You know,
Right.
that's what the motto you got to live by, man.
Right. That said,
I'll
though,
take a silver medal.
That said, though, Serbia winning the bronze, I don't know if you saw some of the pictures of Jokic partying. It's like, was winning the bronze a bigger deal
Oh, he's just
than
happy to get
winning
back
the
to his
NBA
horses.
Finals? You know?
He's just happy to get back.
That's true. Maybe that's always what it is. The party's always big for him because it's like back to the ponies.
I got a question though about the Olympics. If you could choose and represent your country in an Olympic sport, what would it be, Cody?
Oh, jeez.
What would it be? What would
Oh.
you're all man, like nobody could touch me. And it doesn't have to be a sport. It can be anything.
Oh, okay. So we're like,
it could be like jigsaw puzzles. It could be whatever.
Oh, okay.
Like,
so if they're like, oh, guess what? We
dominoes.
added this thing.
Yeah, Uno, like anything.
I'm gonna go
Karaoke.
Oh, karaoke would be up there. Karaoke would be up there, but boy, that would be stiff competition.
Yeah.
That would be up there. I'm also gonna go off the board if they did competitive Mario Kart in the Olympics.
Ooh.
I'd be like, all right, it's
how
time.
about the
Give
air
me the
guitar?
gold.
The air guitar competition.
Air guitar competition.
That's a real thing.
So what about you, Doug? What's yours? Obviously, Mario Kart or just esports in general?
No, Mario Kart
because
specifically.
I think esports is not
Yeah.
far.
Like if I was in the
like,
Olympics, is
not
that the
far-fetched.
question?
Very specifically.
Yeah,
Mario Kart.
if you can basically pick something and you can make an Olympic sport, and you're like, I would destroy everybody at this.
Probably determining baseball card autograph names.
Okay,
Actually,
knowing the
that
name.
would 100% be it for
fair
gold
enough.
medal.
Fair enough. Mine would be air hockey.
Yeah.
Air
And
hockey.
I feel like that's not that like if we heard next Olympics,
I
air
mean,
hockey's in.
If there's ping pong, there should be air hockey.
Look, if that's a game you can find in the corner of a bar next to a half-used pool table and a foosball table
Foosball,
with an air hockey table.
not my game.
No, foosball's tough.
Foosball's very, very difficult.
Foosball's hard.
But
It's also a lot of luck involved.
air hockey and bubble hockey, those are my jams.
This would be good.
I mean, so I was, I wasn't here last week, but the day I threw out the first pitch, going back to medals, is my daughters had a dance thing, right? So there was 11 teams that competed, right? And there was 2 categories, right? And they're all from different cities. But the category they were in was the skits. There's only 2. There's 2. So there's 2 skit teams, one of us being them, and then 9 dance teams. So they give 3 medals, right? So, some of the kids got it. We got second. So there was a couple kids that were like, oh, we got a medal. I can't believe it. And I'm like thinking to myself, but they're kids. I'm like, but you got last place though.
They got second place.
But there's only 2 teams.
Well, I mean, but it is still second.
Technically still second. Yes, and I'm not going to kill anybody's spirit, but I'm like,
I mean, are you the guy walking around being like, yeah, you got second, but it's also known as last?
but there wasn't anybody
last
third or
place.
fourth. So, but
Yeah.
a lot of politics around that whole event too. So, I mean, there was some things, but anyways, it's like, but they were happy they got silver. But that's my whole point about getting gold is you get gold, you got gold. You get silver, it could be last place too. Could only be
Not in the Olympics.
the breakdancing. There could have been only really 2 people that really should have won, right? So then the second person was last place.
Yeah.
No, so they should do it. If there's only 2 people, you should get gold. Should also get the bronze.
Yeah.
You get double.
You get 3. You get a bunch of medals.
You get double medal. And if you're the only one competing in the Olympics, you should get gold, silver, and bronze.
Well, then that's a participation trophy, right?
Yeah,
At that point.
I guess it does.
Well, it's not your fault that nobody else wanted to.
You were so good that nobody
True.
wanted to compete.
You're so good, and like nobody wanted to go after Cody at Mario Kart.
No.
So they're just like, what's the point? So
What would
Cody
be the
just
point?
has all 3 medals.
I don't know. We got to test this out. I'm pretty good at Mario Kart.
I'm telling you, that would also be very hard. I say that almost reluctantly. Like it would be hard.
Oh, there's stiff competition.
Oh yeah. Oh
It
yeah.
ain't- It ain't no joke.
You're only one blue shell away from everything. Your whole Olympic dreams being dismantled.
Like I'm pretty sure. I think C-Rad plays Mario Kart. I think he would.
Yes.
I think he'd be like, I'm the best.
Yeah, we'd have to clearly have qualifiers for sure.
Maybe we should have a Mojobreak Mario Kart competition.
I think we should
in.
have
I'm
like
so in.
we should all get go-karts and do it.
Do
for real Mario Kart.
with banana peels.
Yes.
And turtle shells.
Yes. Could you imagine that?
Throwing turtle shells at each other's heads. In real
Well,
life.
if we did have a competition, would it be a one-on-one, or would you have these 6 computer drivers too? I think you'd have to.
yeah,
right?
you kind of have to. You'd have to have a full 12. You need
Yeah,
a
or
full
12.
12.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm still sold on real life Mario Kart. I
Right.
think that would be far superior.
Yeah.
Now,
Like-
do you do 50 cc's, 100 cc's, 150 cc's?
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Or do you go mirror mode where you really go crazy,
Right,
reverse
backwards,
tracks with the 100? Yeah, that's where it gets. That's where the boys become men right there.
The only problem with that game is like, oh, I'm an 8th. Oh, all of a sudden I got
Yeah.
I got the bullet, I got the lightning,
And
I
now
got
I'm
the
in
star.
second.
Yeah.
Or I'm in first, and then I got hit by something, and now I finish fourth.
And I'm just keep getting coins.
Right.
Can you imagine trying to throw a banana peel while driving a go-kart at somebody and it just wouldn't do anything?
It really, I don't think it would do much.
It definitely would not make the go-kart spin out.
If you were like doing like actual running or speed walking you through a banana peel, yeah, you could do some real damage.
I think you would have to replace the like turtle shells with like baseballs and just clonk somebody in the head with a baseball.
Yeah, because you're gonna have the people from W.
turtle shells are not soft. Those would hurt.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to throw that and be able to
No.
control like you're just gonna run into a wall.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't think the people at WWF would like the real turtle.
No,
shells
absolutely
to be-
not.
to
It would
use.
not. That would not go.
But
well. PWB on us.
I would love to be driving around a go-kart just trying to, or maybe have like a paintball gun attached to it so you can just
Sure.
start like lighting fools up with
That'd
a
be
paint.
pretty fun.
That sounds like a blast.
This
Like,
sounds like something we're gonna have to do. Coming soon.
Well, let's get into this. We were talking about Olympics, and Topps announced this big card that everybody's been talking about. Even Jeff from Sports Card Investors giving some kind of buddy a tour and $100,000 for it if they get it. A little background about it: it's a triple auto 101 of Steph, LeBron, and KD. The only way to get it is to go to Topps and buy their Topps Now product that is a guaranteed base card of these three guys. There's chances at parallels, and then obviously one lucky collector will get this triple auto as well. So that's the only way to get it. Cody had a terrible take on Instagram and says that he'd rather have this card over the triple Logoman, Luka, LeBron, and Curry that we pulled.
Every comment so far has been like, thanks for speaking the truth. You got it. You hit the nail right on the head. Look,
the only way I could kind of agree with you.
Did you pay for those comments?
I,
are those all your burner accounts?
I made the point, and this is, and I get it. Like, if we're just talking monetary value, it's not really an argument. But if I'm just talking about what do I want to have up on my wall or on my mantle or whatever, and that I just find more pleasing, I think I go with the auto. And the players, too. Those, to me, are the three guys. And I think I even put, like, if you put KD instead of Luka on that
yeah,
Logoman,
I was going to agree with you. Get rid of Pizza Boy on there.
Conversation, I think, is different. These are the three, and I think we all kind of, there became, like, an understanding as the Olympics was going on that these are, like, the three guys who defined this era of basketball. The last, like, 15 years of basketball have been defined by these three guys. And then for them to come together, win a gold in spectacular fashion, just really solidified it. And I think that card, the card, too, represents that moment in time in history where we all came to this, we all put aside our differences as LeBron stands and Curry stands. And if there's we all put them aside and said, these are the dudes.
You know what I learned from that Olympic run? That KD needs Steph.
Yeah. God, I'd
like
miss
what is
Yeah.
what has KD done without Steph Curry on the court with him?
Every time I would see them, like at the end where they're hugging, and I'm like, I miss this so much.
No, I mean,
I miss it so
KD needs
much.
to come out and just be like, look, I'm going back to Golden State. It's the only place I can win. I need to go back. Curry needs him. They need to do it. Draymond has to be like, dude, I'm sorry, it's your team now.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, and Clay's gone, so you know.
Yeah, like they need each other.
I know.
KD needs Curry, I think, more than because Curry's won without KD.
Yeah.
But KD hasn't.
No, and I know that they're big. So the Lauri Markkanen trade, which was the trade that the Warriors have been trying to make all offseason, kind of fell apart. Apparently because they said the price tag was too high, and they're really, really high on Brandon Podziemski, which I hope he becomes a great player. But like, if give me 2 to 3 more years of KD and Steph winning, maybe 1 to 2 more rings, then rolling the dice with the Pods era.
I know Markkanen had a good year, but I'm not sold on Markkanen either.
Sure.
Like
where it was going to cost him and Kuminga, sure. But,
Yeah.
like, if it's like, hey.
And a bunch of money.
What if it's KD and but you got to give up Pods?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of feel the same way.
But we know that's proven, though.
Right.
We know
Right.
that works. We don't know if, like, Markkanen becomes a Warrior. We don't know if that works.
Yeah.
But we know KD works.
Yep.
And there's never been a Brandon Pod or a KD card cut in half on camera before. So, but there has been a Lauri Markkanen card cut up on camera before. So
There definitely has.
there has been. I'm one of one, a Nebula.
100,000 is the bounty for this card. Too high, too low? I don't know. To me, it feels about right.
I think it's too low.
Yeah.
Because are we gonna? Do you have There's another bounty that was also talked about.
Yes,
And-
we will.
and
We will talk
that's-
about that.
So I'll just wait. I'll wait for that. But
There's like $1 million one,
yeah,
right?
Yep.
compared to that bounty,
Which has no licenses.
Yeah.
this bounty seems extremely undervalued at 100K.
Yeah.
Or realistic, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Say what you will. Like it's this is an officially licensed Olympic Team USA card. So. Yeah, it should be higher. You're right. It should be higher.
There is probably Curry KD dual autos out there, but
Yeah.
not with LeBron. Right?
No,
So-
LeBron is where we get into rarefied air here with these three guys on the same card.
Maybe 2013 Upper Deck. You think they may have had
I don't think
LeBron?
they had Curry back then. He was a
I
Panini
thought-
guy.
I
'cause
thought-
he was on Panini boxes.
I thought
by
they
then.
had Davidson autos.
They had him in his rookie year, and that was it.
So maybe 09-10 Upper Deck may have out all three of those guys.
Any Curry, LeBron. Let me look. Let me do a Google search.
Yeah, we're looking. We're
Oh,
going on the old Google
on the
machine.
fly. It's my fault.
The only things that are everything
ball.
is coming up is all tops.
$15,000 for a basketball.
Of Curry.
Oh, just Curry and
Yeah.
LeBron. Where's no KD?
I'm seeing the Curry LeBron. That's best offer at $8,000. Yeah, but that's about it. I don't see any cards right now at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's something to keep in mind. So
Yeah, that is definitely the only.
I think it's undervalued.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you got to put a value on. So Jeff is putting out the $100,000. You got to put some value on the VIP treatment at Cards HQ, right? There has to be a little bit of value.
Is that
there.
going to happen?
And
So
you get,
okay.
I think you get your choice of any box to break in the store.
Okay.
So you got to figure there's got to be some flawless or maybe some NT around.
I mean, I might clean
any
up the shelf
box.
before then.
True.
Yeah.
And then you get to what else you got to do? You go to a game, either Atlanta Falcons, Atlanta Hawks,
Braves
or Braves
Wow.
game.
With Jeff.
I believe so.
Sweet. Lower box. What are we talking?
No brainer, right?
I'm assuming the seats will be probably
Courtside?
pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Does Bo Bichette get to go too, or?
Only if the Dodgers are in town.
That's true. Yes, only if the Dodgers are down. But yeah, I mean, to me though, like I don't know, I'm a purist as far as pulling cards out of a pack. I know this is kind of like a lottery item, but it's also like I've never looked at like Topps Now stuff as a little bit higher than a promo card to me. It's
Now, is there
kinda
other parallels?
not
Yes.
of the auto?
Not of the auto, but
there's
there will be other.
other parallels. So you
Yes.
could. So if I see, this is the thing.
I bought 20, or
this-
we bought 20, I should say.
Oh,
Yep.
sweet.
I got 5 for myself.
I got 5 on it.
Yep.
But the thing is yeah, like, totally random, right? If somebody bought $200,000 worth of them, right? They obviously have better odds of getting it.
Right.
Somebody has to be in charge of packing it out. Somebody has to slap a label on it. Is there any communication of like, hey, the person who bought $150,000 worth of these, just go ahead and put this card in their package?
I don't know their process. They should. Be
I
a
don't
little
know
bit
their
more
process
transparent.
either, and but again, like when you do stuff like this, we don't have a camera into the fulfillment area to know exactly how this process works.
Now, some are saying that this might be sent out as a redemption because it's just going to be safer that way to be sent out. Or obviously, maybe they have to get them to sign it still. So
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be packed out.
I don't think it would be packed out, but
Definitely not.
But also, that redemption has to be packed out by somebody.
Correct. And it's the only one in the whole set.
So, if this card is worth, we already put a value on it, $100,000.
$100K plus.
So if I bought
Chill, Jeff.
$100,000 worth of these, my odds would be probably pretty good of getting it.
Well, see, they
What do you
don't.
think?
It's Topps Now. They're not going to. Somebody could buy $25 million worth of these cards. They still let them buy more.
Well, then it would be worth $25 million.
No, but I'm saying is the base cards don't have a stamp on it, so they're
know.
cutting it off.
I get.
So
I get what you're-
there's a potential of
I'm just
being.
I'm just saying, is there some type of log sheet that basically has all the orders, and it's like whoever buys the most amount is going to get this card?
You know what would be smart? It would be hard to facilitate, but it would be transparent. Is to hold a live event after everybody's received their regular cards, right? And don't pack this out.
and then do
Do a random, but have an event where you're selling other stuff. Sorry, that you're selling other stuff. Sorry, it comes out sometimes. That that you could be like, tune in tonight at 5 p.m. We're gonna random it off to the lucky winner.
to everybody who had purchased.
Now you may have 90,000 names in there, and it might be hard to facilitate.
Oh, it's gonna be because what we
No, but you could broadcast that as a live event, and you can be doing a whole infomercial selling whatever product you want to sell,
Yeah.
like selling upcoming Topps Now
Or
cards.
go big and get one of these guys to be in studio breaking some boxes of the
But
new
that
Chrome.
that would give you some transparency, because right now it's going to be like, I can't be the only one who thinks The person who spends the most amount of money is going to get this card.
Well,
That would be a bummer.
yeah.
I mean, it would be a bummer, but like,
Statistically, that is the correct thing.
But
That's
wouldn't
the way to
you,
think.
from the outside looking in, wouldn't you say, oh, well, the company's going to reward the person who spends the most amount of money?
Right.
I mean,
yeah. But at the same time, also, I think Topps is fully aware of like what that would look like, and although I don't know how much deep dive you can do.
No, but that person isn't going to be like, I spent $200,000 and I got this card.
They also know though,
they spent that much money. They're going to be on the DL. If anything, they're going to be like,
They also know, like, if they can give it to, like, oh, hey, here's, like, a kid who's, like, although that's not going to be the case because you're buying it online, so never mind. Don't worry about that. I was like, little Jimmy would be a great person to give this card to, but that's not going to happen because they're all online.
Well, I mean, and they did the Wemby one, remember, the green.
Yep.
Granted, there was only a possible 99 people involved in that because it was numbered to 99. They did that live. They did a random, and I think that showed great transparency. This would be probably a little bit harder to achieve with how many sales they have. But you got to, like, if you want to be the skeptic of the situation, you don't know where these are lying if there's a minimum wage employee that's in charge of packing these out who can call it, who knows his buddy bought a card and can put it in his Bowman. That's obvious to see. I'm not saying it happens that way, but you're thinking these things. You're thinking, oh, well, who's going to put these in the package? Are they all blind wrapped so the shipping department doesn't see what's in each package and they're just slapping labels on it? If they are blind wrapped, then who's doing the blind wrapping? So how is this?
I mean, obviously you have some questions. Those are obvious questions. I would love a live broadcast to base it because everybody who bought one would know that they are going to have a chance and they're going to be able to see who won it.
I think that's the fair way to do it, is have it be that doesn't get shipped out, not even a redemption gets shipped out. There's a live broadcast. And you could even have it like the more you bought, like, hey, I bought 5 cards. That's 5 entries.
Oh, yeah, of course. You bought 10,000 cards, you get 10,000 entries.
If you bought 10,000, you get 10,000. So the more entries you got, the more chances you have.
It's a lot of
I think that's the way you do it.
It's a lot of data. I love it, though. I think that would be, I hate the phrase, that'd be game-changing, bro. Changing the game.
I mean, you could, because then you could get some media on it. You could have, Collectibles Guru and Collect, and all these people be like, 5 o'clock tonight, they're going to give somebody a $150,000 card.
Yep.
Somebody could possibly have spent $11 and got this.
Now, the issue with that, with doing that type of draw, would you have to give away a no purchase necessary entry?
Yeah, that's true.
And then you have to deal with potentially somebody winning it that did not buy anything. And I think that is going to be the hiccup with something like this, is that you're going to have to offer. Now you can probably offer.
What if you just offer the printing plate?
But you can offer one. You can probably offer one entry as a no purchase necessary. So you wouldn't have to offer everybody an entry, but you'd have to offer at least, I think, one entry, or actually, I think it's going to be half of the amount that they sold, because
that throws a wrench into all of this.
So I think if they sold 100,000 cards, which I know they sold more, I think they would have to potentially give 50,000 no purchase necessary entries, which
that would
just
get a lot of people upset.
Yeah. So I don't.
But don't they have to do a no purchase necessary anyway?
These are
even without
these
the
are
random.
This is. I'm not a lawyer. So I don't know.
You have 44 minutes as we're listening to this.
Is it? Okay. I was like, I thought it had expired already. So,
about a million of them.
About a million.
So
if we don't get it?
I thought I bought all the print run, but apparently I let you guys get 5 and 15.
Yeah.
No purchase necessary. Yep. Many will enter, few will win, subject to official rules. For official rules, price descriptions and odds go here. Only open to legal residents of the 50 United States, the District of Columbia and Canada, excluding the province of Quebec, who are 18 years or old at the age of the majority of jurisdiction in which they reside at time of entry. Blah, blah, blah. Ends
so no
here.
purchase necessary is available.
Got to go here. Let's see what it says when I go here. Topps Now Olympics Games Basketball Sweepstakes. Approximately 1,688 winners, as defined, will receive a foil parallel card. Each a prize, and together the prizes for men's basketball cards All winners must accept delivery of the prize in the method of solely determined by the sponsor. Shall prizes blah 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 blah. So because those are the parallels, right? Because there's 1,688 parallels in total.
Okay.
Because you're getting something different than what you actually purchased, right? Where is the no purchase necessary? Chances of winning a surprise prize. For a chance to obtain a prize without purchase while supplies last, send a self-stamped envelope to Tops Now Olympics medal, blah, blah, blah. So you have to send it to Mesquite, Texas to receive a prize. Participants who are randomly selected to receive a prize will receive one prize via submitted SASE or sponsor otherwise determines. Selection of winners, subject to rules regarding eligibility, 1,688 will receive one prize. So, yeah, they have all the legal jargon here.
So they got themselves covered. So.
I figured they would.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so, I mean, if they have that, then essentially they should be able to do a live random. So, we'll see.
It's completely random.
Speaking of Fanatics Fest, once again, use that code FEST15 on Mojobreak.com. We've got brand new Contenders Optic already posted on the site, which comes out Wednesday as you're listening to this show or Thursday after the download. And get in on that. We're also doing more Topps Chrome. We're doing more Mosaic. We've got more Contenders. We've got lots of stuff going on as these releases are coming out. Finest Baseball as well. So use that code, and like I said, it could expire at any time. So definitely go there now and use that on Mojobreak.com, Fest15 for 15% off anything. It's a big coupon. So Fanatics Fest, what are we? I know Cody will be handling social media back here. Mm-hmm. What are we thinking? How are we feeling right now about this show?
I'm feeling good, Doug. Feeling good.
Is that the paid Michael Rubin approach?
I think it's going to be a good event. I don't think it's gonna. I think I've already said this off air, but I don't think it's gonna be a typical card show.
Yep.
So I think if you're going in and you're like, I'm gonna be scoring some singles, I'm gonna be ripping some wax. I don't think that's going to be really the direction that they're going in. Now, as far as like interactive sports activities, I think that is what they're going to be going for. I think you're going to be able to shoot basketballs and shoot some hockey pucks at a net, and I think it's going to be kind of similar to a fan fest as more than a card show. Now, I've never been to Comic-Con. I think we were talking about it last week.
Yep.
I know with Comic-Con, it's about the exclusive drops. It's about like the panel discussions that are like once in a lifetime.
Yeah, get ready for the word activations. We got a big activation going on. There's gonna be a lot of that thrown around as well.
Activation.
I
think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a great time. I think it's gonna be. There's not gonna be anything quite like it. I don't really know what to expect, so I'm pretty excited. But yeah, I'll shoot some basketballs and hit some hockey pucks.
If we look at this list if you go to Fanatics Fest and right at the top of the page they have who's there. We've been doing shows for almost a decade now, mostly the National every year. Is this the biggest star-studded list of celebrities and athletes you've ever seen at a sports show?
Yes.
Especially because they're getting they're getting guys who are active, modern athletes. Like even the retired guys are guys that only 4 or 5 years ago were still right at the top of their sport.
I mean, the commissioner is going to be there.
I mean, they have the two greatest athletes in football history there, right?
Yep.
The two greatest athletes in football.
Roger Goodell is going to be there.
Roger Goodell is going to be there.
I mean, that's sold.
And Brady in the same spot.
I mean, you could say they're a little thin on the biggest names in basketball.
Yeah.
I mean,
you are going to still have KD.
He'll have KD, so
Anthony Edwards, I believe, is there.
Ant-Man, yep.
So it's.
I mean, you're missing Curry and LeBron and,
I get
and Jordan. Jordan, you can't expect to go to any show. So
no, but I mean, and they're also tapping into the local audience, getting Brunson. They know that they're going to get a lot of locals at this.
Without you looking at this list, who would be the biggest name in baseball to have there?
It's so tough because the season is happening right now. I mean, obviously, it would have been like perfect if the Dodgers were in New York at the same time, and you could be like Shohei. Hell, even be like Mookie Betts will be here. Like it's not the biggest name, but like it's close. That would be the guy though, Shohei.
But retired players, who's the biggest name?
Oh, Jeter.
You think Jeter?
Yeah,
well,
it's Jeter.
in New York, so it has to be Jeter.
It's Jeter.
Hideki Matsui?
I
He's
mean,
there.
look, I love Godzilla.
I mean,
But Jeter's the guy. And in a lot of ways, if Shohei Shohei is probably number one. And still, if you talk to, I think, the average baseball fan who's the second most recognizable player, it's still probably Jeter.
I'm pretty.
And then you got Big Papi, which is another big name.
That's a big
with
name.
MLB.
And that's a guy a lot of people know. And he's become a TV face as well.
I mean, there's no Barry Bonds, so the greatest isn't
I'm
there,
actually pretty excited for Darryl Strawberry because he had a stint with the Giants for
He
half
did.
a season.
He absolutely
I
did.
believe it was
Forever
19,
Giant.
1994.
Forever Giant.
1994, I believe. Yeah. They had the it was the Berry Patch because they had the Bond Squad
Yes.
in left field, and I think right field had the Berry Patch.
Berry patch.
And then if you look at WWE, who's the biggest?
Oh, I mean, they have a pretty substantial WWE
Hogan, right?
roster.
Hogan's the biggest. He's the Babe Ruth of wrestling.
I mean, yeah, legendary. And then you've got like Cody Rhodes, who's the biggest current star, is there. So they actually did very, very well on the WWE roster.
And Dana White's going to be there for UFC.
Yep.
And then I guess biggest rapper out of New York is there as well. Biggest rapper of all time.
Who are we talking now?
Jay-Z.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
I mean, you could say Nas too. But,
no, it's Jay-Z. It's sorry
Jay-Z.
to Nas, it's Jay-Z. Yeah.
Jay-Z. I mean, Lil Wayne.
Think
Lil Wayne's pretty big.
Jay-Z's gonna be hanging out, going to every booth?
No.
Yeah, no, he's actually gonna be standing in line to do the home run derby.
Yeah, no.
booth there.
You think Jay-Z would come by our booth looking for some good booms?
Like you guys were saying, I'm on Collect has a good breakdown right now. CLLCT.com. They have a good breakdown of like all the stuff that's going on. They have, like you mentioned, it's going to be kind of fan festy. NFL has a 40-yard dash set up at their booth. MLB booth is going to have a home run derby. WWE booth, this is probably the coolest, will allow fans to walk out as their favorite wrestling superstars with music. That's pretty fun. And UFC will have sort of like a punching bag sort of thing. That's kind of like, sorry, WWE kind of got a cooler thing. Like you can come out and it's going to be like screens and everything, I'd imagine. It's pretty neat.
Get to punch Shane in the face?
Guess so.
Sweet.
Get in the octagon.
Well, yeah. So that's pretty much what I was kind of saying.
Yeah.
The home run derby, I'm assuming, is like wiffle ball, right?
It's going to be, yeah, I'm sure. Or like it will be
Digital,
in like a digital K. Yeah.
Okay, so it'll have like a screen.
It'll
with,
be like a glorified version of
like a
Wii
little-
Sports baseball.
little batting cage.
Yeah.
and
Oh, so no
and
balls will actually be thrown at you?
Maybe. I don't know. It'd be more fun if it was. But I
Yeah.
could see for liability, they'd be like, no, we can't do
I
that.
think Beyonce makes it.
No.
No.
I don't know why I was so like, not a chance. But I mean, Jay-Z's there, so sure, why not?
You don't think she wants to go?
I mean, look, she just did the. And actually, she wasn't actually at the Olympics. She just did the little opening. She recorded a video. That's about it.
So did Tom Cruise. He did like
Hell yeah, he did.
That was a weird little cherry on top. Here's the Olympics, and here's Tom Cruise
get it,
jumping
it's
from
like-
the rafters.
It's because the whole thing was like he's literally passing the baton to the LA Olympics.
Oh, there was a storyline, but I thought I thought he was just like, hey, people, I do my own stunts.
Yeah. I'm Tom Cruise.
There's
and you're not.
I thought it literally was like, I just want to prove to everybody that I do my own stunts.
It was awesome.
I didn't know it was like a symbol of
rad.
passing the baton. To
Yeah,
the,
that's what that was.
Oh.
To go to the LA Olympics. Anyway.
And if you guys are going to be in Fanatics Fest, do we have our booth number? I should have that.
2831. There's two, but 2831 you'll find both.
2831. We're right by the collectible stage, and we will be doing free breaks of finest baseball, contenders, football, and a mosaic basketball, and some more stuff as well. So come by and get your free break spot. It'll get you guaranteed a team while supplies last. We're also going to have shirts. We're going to have some special buybacks that you pay $50. You get a card, and you get a $50 gift card to Mojobreak.com. So it's like a free card in a sense. So lots of stuff going down. We're going to have singles, and we're going to be doing all kinds of stuff. Without looking at the list, Cody may have looked at it. I'll ask you guys, who's going to be the most expensive athlete photo op at Fanatics Fest? So if you just want to take a picture, you already know?
I won't answer because I think I did catch it, but I don't. Yeah.
I mean, I
wouldn't have guessed. Yeah.
I would say. I mean, the obvious is either Brady or Jeter.
Nope. They're actually not even on the list, so they might not be doing
nuts.
photo ops.
That might be it. They may not do.
Is it somebody who is not an athlete?
No, they're an athlete.
Yeah.
Retired.
It's a big athlete.
It's a decent sized athlete.
Yeah.
Also in height.
He's very tall.
Give it away.
Okay, so he's basketball.
He's a basketball player. At least you know that much.
Need to get Nickelback to come. Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah, we need Nickelback. Forget Travis Scott and Jay-Z. Let's get Nickelback at the
Yeah,
Fanatics
get Creed.
Fest. Let's get Creed. Look,
The answer to the question,
joking.
the answer to the question I posed was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
yeah, that's pretty nuts.
$649 to take a photo.
That is
$649.92.
Dude, I got a photo with him.
So did I.
For free?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
sort of.
I mean, I wouldn't go straight to
As a
free.
throw-in, as
Yeah,
a
I mean,
bonus. It's not for free.
Second would be Peyton Manning at $439. Then Carmelo at $291.
What?
$291.
They must-
Look, he's
No.
that's
No,
the New York
I'm talking
premium
about,
right there.
There's weird numbering here. It must
Yeah, it
be
is
like
weird.
there must be a
After tax?
No, I think there's
Union fee.
I think there's a percentage that somebody is taking off the top, and they're like,
Yes.
"This is my guarantee needs to be."
$91.87 for Carmelo Anthony,
Well,
and then
no.
he pockets the next 200.
No, Mello is probably he is like, I need $200 in my pocket,
Right.
and then the 91.
87.
Goes to a
87
booking agency.
goes to somebody else.
Where
Right.
Kareem is like $550.
That's a New York City premium for Mello right there. If he's in like Wichita, first of all, he wouldn't be there. But secondly, that's not that expensive.
Mike Tyson, $161. He's on the discount rack.
Pretty good
You
deal.
can also collect CLLCT.com. Our friend Darren Ravel, who was in our music video. He's saying the busiest one is going to be Livy Dunn at $107.42. So you can get 5 Livy Dunn photos, all kinds of different poses. Keep coming back wearing different jerseys.
There's going to be
for
so many
the price
people.
of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's true. There's going to be so many people who come up with some Paul Skeens cards for her to also autograph. It's gonna be a
Well,
lot
I
of
think
big
it's separate.
Oh,
separate
yeah,
business.
yeah. If she is signing, I don't know if she is. And maybe she has it like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to sign any Paul Skeens stuff.
Probably. I
bet
assume
that's
so.
what it is.
I would assume
I bet
so.
that will be.
Because what if they are still a young relationship. You know, you don't know in a year if, you know,
Still,
she's going for the mustache still.
Look,
I don't know. We'll see.
You caught a moment in time. It's if they end, it's okay.
I mean,
we'll always have Paris.
You think there's going to be a line
We'll
for
always
you
have
think,
Pittsburgh.
You think there's going to be a line for Livy Dunn?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I mean, look, it's not. That's a different demo, but yeah, there will be.
I mean, and I'm not hating on Paul. I'm not hating on Paul Skeens.
Do you
but
think? I mean,
he went a little bit above his
Sure.
looks?
you get
you
in the
know?
line. You think that she's going to be like, I really like this person I'm taking a photo with. I think I'm leaving the ball player. And I met my soulmate
Yeah,
at the Javits Center.
I met my soulmate at the photo booth.
Yes.
At Javits Center.
A lot of guys might think that. Get a chance
I
to
met my
spit some
soulmate,
game.
and they paid $107.47 to get a photo with me.
42 cents.
40. Sorry.
I mean, she can keep the nickel if you want to. She can keep the
But
nickel.
I-
God. Yeah, I mean, who knows?
All right.
That's how we are. So, yeah,
I'll be in line.
yeah. So you can see it is going to be. I mean, and you got all those. We mentioned it last week. There's going to be a ton of podcasts going on as well on center stage. So like, First Take will be there. You got like Gronk on stage. You have all those cool like one-on-ones, like the Tom Brady, Stephen A, Jeter, and Ortiz together. So, yeah, I think it's going to be. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a fun event. Will it be card centric? Probably not as much as. Definitely not as much as the National.
Cool. Glad to hear it.
Yeah. Sorry.
Glad to hear it.
But it will be collectibles. Like, there will be tons of that stuff. They're going to be going hard on that stuff. So, But didn't we hear, too, there's going to be a smaller one, like in Pittsburgh, that will be like, this is a card-focused,
I thought it was
collectible-focused. There's also an Orlando one. There's 2 that are coming
The
up.
Berg?
The Berg.
The Berg? Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slurpee's going to be out there, too. Everyone is a winner at Fanatics Fest from the Slurpee truck.
Oh.
Wait, like 7-Eleven Slurpees?
Yeah.
Well,
Branded Slurpee.
now we're sold.
You get the Slurpee Fanatics Fest NYC collectible cup.
Yeah.
There as well.
I mean, yeah. There's going to be a lot of that's going to be the big thing. Get those.
man.
Get that stuff.
Shane loves Slurpees. He's
I
going to
mean,
be pretty excited.
Mitchell and
They're great.
Ness is going to experience the dry cleaner booth with memorabilia and interactive sticker wall and authentic jerseys. Explore and take home iconic jerseys, apparel, and headwear.
From Mitchell and Ness or
From
Lids?
Mitchell and Ness.
Well,
And
I
Lids.
saw
Lids
that
will be there, too.
Lids and Mitchell and Ness drop. It looked really cool where they're going to have like mystery boxes where it's like player-specific hats.
Yeah.
And I saw the one they had like a Bo Jackson one, and it looked really cool. Like, yeah, that actually looked
Yeah.
Awesome. And with the cards like we saw earlier in the year, was it early this year or was it last year? I can't even remember now.
A Bo Jackson hat?
So it's like a box of hats. There's 3 separate hats, and you don't know what you're getting, but you can be like, I want the Ken Griffey Jr. one. And it'll be like 3 Ken Griffey Jr. inspired hats. So it could be like a Mariners one, a Reds one, and like another Mariners one with like some designs on it.
So it'll just be a hat of the teams that said player played for.
Sure, but
Or
it'll have
different
like Ken
moments in
Griffey
time.
Jr. like on the like it may have like a stitching of him like sliding into home in the Mariners playoff game or like making an
got Barry
amazing
Bonds?
catch. Ooh, we'll see.
No?
I don't know.
They got Will Clark?
And it comes with a set of cards like the ones from the hats that they had previously.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not into filing ADA compliant laws, but I can't wear those hats, so it's not fair to me. But they just don't fit my head, so I won't be buying them, but I will participate.
You should
in watching
talk to
people.
somebody.
Yeah, it's not fair.
You should basically be like, I got a big dome. This is not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair. What are you gonna do for me?
Not okay.
Yeah, like, but you know what? They'll probably bring sizes for you.
No, they'll just say wear it without the
You don't
thing
think
on the back. So
No, I mean, you're.
They got to make them like snapbacks, right?
Well, no.
that collection is all going to be snapbacks. Because I mean, how do you sell it any other way?
You can't make it random by
telling-
be like, well, sorry, you're stuck with a 7 1/4.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's probably not snap. It's probably the flex fit.
No, I think it'll be
Oh.
snapbacks.
I don't like a
I think
flex
it'll be
fit.
snapbacks.
What's wrong with the flex fit?
I don't like a flex fit. I don't like the way it fits
Yeah,
my head.
Like the snapback.
Snapback at least it keeps the square sort of. I like it like keeping it shaped like that.
No,
I don't want it to form over my head.
No, you do the same thing I do with hats. You get the hat and then you bend the
I
hell
bend
out of
it.
it.
Sure, yeah.
Like
But like it still keeps its form.
because we're 100.
That's true.
No, I keep my bill straight. I don't
Hey,
know.
yeah,
now
no.
it's different. Now you get like the A-frame with the super bend, and like that's what's in.
No,
here it is. It's
I do a nice little, like
just enough.
like how you would wear it if you were gonna go out and play some ball.
Right. Just yeah.
Like I think the guys
You're blocking
now,
the sun.
it's functional.
Right.
Functional.
Functionality.
Okay, so it's filled with the most premium materials and stitch work to ever be done in a hat. Every box you include gives you a chance to reveal incredible prizes, World Series tickets, private meet and greets, signed memorabilia. In addition to these, you'll receive the mystery headwear, never exclusive to this box.
Never exclusive to the box.
It says, in addition to these prices, you'll receive 3 mystery headwear pieces.
Will it be in the
Never
box or will it
exclusive to this box.
will it be in the box or will it not be in the box?
Congratulations, you got an empty box.
The empty box.
You got the special empty box. You're a winner.
Yeah, I mean, they look pretty cool.
They do look cool. They look very cool. I would like to check that one out.
Well,
But yeah, that, I mean, again, goes with the Comic-Con stuff of like there's going to be tons of that exclusive drops of cards, exclusive collectibles, exclusive all this exclusive.
where
stuff.
do we
That'd be cool.
stand on, like, if you go to Lids and you're shopping for a hat, can you try them on? Because I feel like that's frowned upon.
Try a
don't
hat
know.
on?
Can you try a hat on?
Oh, yeah, every
I
time.
mean, I kind of have to know. That's
Yeah.
the thing is sometimes I try not
I don't.
to, but
I
kinda
honestly,
have to know.
I know this is gonna sound weird. I don't want your hat that's been on your head.
That's fair.
Well, you won't know because I'll be gone by the time you try it on.
That's true. But also, yes, also the fear as a child.
They should have like a tester, like a tester hat.
like a
No,
test-
but every hat's
Oh,
made differently. Even the same size one fits differently.
That's
So
true.
That's why you have to try
There
it
are
on.
some times where I have like 3 different hats in. I have hats of varying sizes because they fit differently. Like some.
Well, it also depends on how you're letting your hair grow.
True.
Like you
True.
know, if you
Lettuce.
I bought that hat when I had a thicker head of hair.
If you got a sick fade on the dome, you're like gonna want something that's a little bit tighter, a little bit smaller. But
Right.
if you're letting the lettuce grow,
You need a little more
you
room.
need a little bit more room.
Right. I also, though, agree. I understand because as a child, I had a huge fear of lice.
Sure, and
Because
that,
every time they would be like, "Time to check time to check for lice."
you're
Get
all,
to the nurse's
I
office.
just went to Lids. I got lice.
Right. So I always was just like, "Well, that's it. I can't wear a hat
Yeah,
because
what if
I
a
can't
kid-
wear your hat because you have lice."
What if a kid goes to Lids and just tries on 47 hats
Right.
and there's a lice outbreak,
Lice outbreak.
and then you're now you're now you got
Now you're collecting lice.
now you got
cards.
I honestly I don't like it. I don't like it.
Well,
don't like it.
the hyphy movement was really hard for me because, like, I wear a 7, a 7/8, or an 8, and shake them dreads. Everybody was buying the 8s because they had the dreads and they had to get a bigger hat.
True.
So I'm glad the movement died down in that regard, the hyphy movement, and people chopped off the dreads and they went back to their 7 1/4 or 7 1/2 because with the dreads they were buying my size up and I couldn't get my size anymore.
Good call.
Yeah.
Now you guys know my head size, so you can send me those sizes.
If you have some spare 8s around,
yeah,
send them over to them.
Send them over to me.
2060 Dwayne Avenue, Mojobreak Shop.
I think that's enough of Fanatics Fest. We'll have stuff all week on our Instagram, Mojobreak_com, as well as Twitter and Facebook, and lots of content bringing you guys to the show. And we'll also have some promos on our website, giving away some stuff as well. But football is back. Which rookie in preseason are you most impressed with, and who are some of the dark horses in 2024? I'll be honest. I kind of got caught by surprise that there was football games this weekend. I kind of was like, oh. There's football.
I think we all kind of did. It's also, and again, I know I swear this will be the last time I bring up Olympics, but like you have all of these other sports going on, and then you throw the Summer Olympics in the middle of it all, and then you're like, oh yeah, the football is here.
You know what sport took 2 weeks off because of the Olympics? NASCAR.
Did it really?
Yeah, because, they don't want to compete.
I was about to say, the WNBA, because they had players playing in it. No, NASCAR?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have any drivers in the
Olympic event.
Is that always been a thing?
That's another thing we can make an argument. Maybe NASCAR should be an Olympic event.
Sure. I'm now really curious. Has that always been a thing?
I don't know, but they 100% they just came back.
That's crazy.
They just came back on Sunday.
Because baseball's just like, we ain't stopping. We got 162.
They got
of these
162. They can't.
Yeah.
They can't push the regular season well into October.
Yeah. But it's football season, I feel like, did sneak up on us a lot more because
it's
of all
also
those factors.
weird because I remember when you had the 4 preseason games. I know we haven't had 4 preseason games for a little while. Like, it starts later now. I feel like it starts later and it ends
earlier.
And they have that 1 week before the game.
And they have they have the week before where nothing goes down, right? Like, we'll be done. Yeah, what the season starts
the week before
September 7th?
Yeah. So week 0 of college football, that Labor Day weekend, there will be no preseason games. Usually there's like at least a few like on Thursday or Saturday, I feel. Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, no, they're not.
There will be none this year.
Do we need to get rid of preseason?
It's a necessary evil.
Yeah,
I think.
you need to find out who your backups are and who's going to make the squad.
3's the right number.
I get it. There's a handful of teams like the Rams have been ever since McVay's been there. He doesn't start anybody.
Right.
There's nobody who is going to be a starter that is going to play a preseason snap for the Rams.
Well, that's what I hate. I mean, I had my daughter's birthday on Saturday, and people were like, Raiders are up 21-3. And then you had other people and then they wound up losing 24-21. And then people were like, they lost. Like, it doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. No. There's nobody out there playing.
Your practice squad's better than our practice squad.
I say this every preseason. I think I can name, not even on one hand, maybe on 2 fingers, notable things I remember from the preseason that are non-injury related.
I was like, it's always injuries.
It's always but like a non-injury related notable preseason thing. Like, to me, the one that always pops in my mind for the Niners is the Jared Hayne game.
Yeah.
Where he trucked that dude.
Anthony Dixon being the greatest running back ever to do it in NFL history.
There you go.
In preseason, I think he probably ran for 1,000 yards in 6 preseason games. He just could not.
Plus, you don't know what these coaches are doing. They don't care about winning. They're installing some of their last-minute plays.
Well,
they're trying to figure out.
Trying things out.
They also don't show anything.
Yeah.
The Niners, Shanahan wasn't even calling plays.
Yeah,
right. It was the quarterback coach.
I was going to say it was a kid.
It wasn't even the offensive coordinator. It was the quarterback coach that was calling the plays.
The Aldis said, I said, JC Jeffrey in the chat, Bo Nix might be a guy. Who knows?
And those guys need reps, and that's, maybe J.J. McCarthy had too many reps.
Yeah,
Dan said he played 3 quarters, but
that's a bummer.
Close to it.
Yeah.
But Bo Nix was probably the highlight out of everything. We know he's probably going to, it's between him and Stidham, right?
But
Zach
Wilson, right?
I thought, they were comparing him to Stidham on ESPN.
But now,
crazy.
But now, do you if you're a Broncos fan, do you want to see Bo Nix take another snap in the preseason?
No.
You're like, okay, we saw it.
Wrap him in bubble wrap.
Go, leave.
Right.
Go home.
Especially because they kind of reached on him, right? That was an unexpected,
it
first
was
round
a little
pick.
bit of surprise, yeah.
Yeah, there was a handful of it.
Although in hindsight now, he probably fell. I mean, because Penix probably took the spot that maybe he would have gone in. And Penix obviously seen as the major reach.
Right.
And obviously the fit weird. Although, again, he put up numbers in preseason, week 1. And what does that mean? Who knows? But his autos look like they're going to be – he's got Panini autos from what they're putting in a lot of products.
That's also – I'm glad you brought that up because I was just going to get into that. Something to keep in mind for collectors out there is that Panini has not Bo Nix. They have Michael Penix and J.J. McCarthy that we know of so far that have autographs because they've been in the promo packs. They've had their cards in the promo packs. So now you're talking about a guy that's possibly out for the season and a guy that won't play. If all things go as planned, Kirk Cousins playing the whole season. They gave him a lot of money. I don't think there'll be any controversy unless they're like 0-8 that Penix is going to get in the game.
Right.
Because they gave him so much freaking money that he's not going to play, which could be good. But then you have the other 3 that are going to be in Fanatics products that won't have the license for autographs. Yes, of course, you're going to have Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix for Prism and Optic and all that other stuff. But they won't have autographs that are licensed. They'll be in Fanatics products. So, the Panini guys right now don't look as appealing as the other 3. So we'll see how that translates to products like Origins, which is an autograph-based product, right? You're not gonna have the 3 guys again. Some of these other early products that come out, like your Luminances or your contenders draft picks, if they're gonna do that, they're not gonna have autos of these guys. So something to consider when you're buying into breaks, you're buying the products, if you're searching for these certain cards. Make sure that they have what you want. If you're looking for Bo Nix, you may have to go to a Fanatics airbrushed product. So,
which clearly, I mean, based on we didn't get to touch on it too much, but clearly that's not a deterrent to people if that Wemby bounty is to be believed. Of course, which is if you guys didn't know, Jared Blesnick put it out, $1 million bounty for that Topps Chrome Wemby Superfractor auto.
I hope he's getting 500 or 600 cases at that because that might be a good business strategy, right, Dan? It's just like we can start creating these bounties and get more product out of it. So I hope he got a lot more than we did. So to be able to offer that bounty. So
I offered $2 million.
Did you?
We only got 2 cases.
God,
sheesh.
So it's like $1 million a case.
Yeah.
Collectors are split. Collectors are split because the same collectors that trashed Leaf and trashed Panini baseball products, not having the license, there's a good amount of them. They're like, oh, I love Topps Chrome. I don't care about the license.
I not that long ago when people were like, I don't collect that no logo garbage. Now everybody's changed their. I think it looks good. I think I was never somebody who hated on Panini baseball without having logos. There's value there. It just is what it is. Like you could still find very, very cool pieces in non-licensed product. You're gonna be able to, and I think I'm a lot more bullish on composite football than I am Chrome basketball. I think composite football being an airbrush product is going to be absolutely amazing. I think Chrome basketball minus the Wemby chase is going to be definitely
and the LeBron autos.
And a LeBron autos.
LeBron autos.
But I think it's still going to be a tougher rip. You're not. I think composite. You're going to get a good auto pretty much in every box.
Jeffrey has a good question in the chat, which would spark a good conversation between us. Will this QB class be better than the 2021 class in terms of wax?
I just think the nature of how the products are going to be released this year, I kind of have to say no, just because half of them are going to be no autos and licensed stuff.
No, the 2021's tough.
No, 2020. So we're
talking 2020. I thought we said 2021.
No, we're talking about Herbert, Burrow, Tua, Hurts.
20 then.
Okay,
definitely
well,
not.
if we're comparing it 2020 right now, got to remember a lot of the high-end stuff, Joe Burrow was a redemption.
True.
So even if you go back and you rip in 2020, like National Treasures and Immaculate and all those higher-end products, they should be going down because we've seen that Panini is not honoring those redemptions.
But
you're getting points. You're getting points, baby. You're getting points.
Yeah, But at least they were all in that product. I get to Cody's point, like they're not all in these products.
Okay. So,
but you are looking at
RPA.
5 or 6 guys compared to 5 or 6 guys. So it's a very fair comparison because this draft class is probably the closest to the 2020 in terms of hype, what teams' needs, the talent level of these guys. So I mean, I do agree that like if you had to compare, you don't have it in 2023, you don't have it in 2022. And you don't have it in 2021, even though it started that way in 2021.
I think we're going to see very similar to what we saw last year. The base cards and the parallels of these players that are in the PA that are Fanatics exclusive, those are still going to get a premium.
Yeah.
Stroud all year got a premium. Bryce Young did not get a premium because Bryce Young did not play very well. Stroud did. So Stroud cards did well all throughout the year, and there was no autographs, and the football category did not suffer. Every single product that came up went up, minus the later ones after the season ended. Contenders is the glaring, obvious choice that went down because we knew it. We were talking about Contenders a year before it even came out. Like, this is an autograph-based set. What are they going to do not having the main chases autographs in that rookie quarterbacks in that set? And it did suffer. I think it's down under $300 a box.
Yeah. I know we're getting short on time here. Willie Mays you have on here, 8.5. Was that a record sale?
That record sale of the Willie Mays 51 Bowman that sold for $391,000. The highest sale so far for a Willie Mays, or only now I guess it's third place, but it's the record for that one specifically. Topps 1952 Topps PSA 9 sold for more, but for his 51 Bowman rookie, the most of all time.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And then quickly before we let everybody go, Bowman Chrome checklist. Who we chasing?
Yes, Bowman Chrome. It's here, and 9 of the 10 top international prospects, their autos are in here. Really good auto checklist. Look, I'm going to be straight with you. Do I know everybody on this?
Don't lie to me, Cody.
Right. I know. Look, it's about being truthful on this podcast.
Dude, be honest, dude. Don't lie.
Is there another Cespedes? Is there another Cespedes?
Who the hell knows? I can tell you there's Vladdy Guerrero. If that sounds familiar, that's Vlad Guerrero Jr.'s half-brother. So we've got another brother in this one. Vladdy. Hold up.
Wait.
We need some description.
Yeah, wait.
Yes.
Vladdy Guerrero.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's Vladimir Guerrero, their father.
Papa.
Yep.
Daddy Vladdy.
Correct.
Daddy Vladdy.
Daddy Vladdy. You've got Vlad Jr.
Baby Vladdy.
Baby Vladdy. But then you've got baby Vladdy.
Infant.
Actual Vladdy.
Infant. Embryo.
Right.
Embryo
Little
Vladdy.
guy, yeah.
But they all have the same name.
They all got the same name. So there had to be a way.
Is he Vladdy?
His name is actually Vladdy.
Vladdy.
Vladi.
Is he the third?
I don't know if his full name is Vladimir, but I'm assuming it is.
You mean on his birth certificate? They just went with Vladdy?
I mean, look, it could be. I would be surprised if that were the case.
Is he not a third? We don't know.
We don't know for
We
sure.
can't name a third. If it's the
All
same
we
dad.
know is that he's going by Vladdy.
No, is he?
He's not Vlad Jr. He's Vladdy.
But
He's his own man.
They all have the same dad.
Yes. Vladimir Guerrero, Hall of Famer.
Because I was about
That's
real.
their
I was like, if it's a half brother, but it's from the mom's
No.
side, but she named that kid from another guy,
Right.
her ex-husband's.
That
name.
would be kind of weird.
No.
That would be a little strange.
Well, more than a little bit.
Yeah, more than a little. And frankly, look, I don't know about mom's baseball playing skills, but I think it'd be a little less notable if it being Vladimir Guerrero is a little more notable.
He does have a Pablo Guerrero who signed with the Rangers last year, and Vladimir Miguel Guerrero signed with the Mets
So
January
that's
15, 2024.
And that's Vladdy. The Mets is Vladdy. So there you go. Now we know the family tree here of the Guerreros. I will tell you, the number one guy is Leo Dallas DeVries. Goes by Leo DeVries. He's the number one guy. Actually saw him this year with the Padres single A or low A affiliate. looks like a real deal toward a ball player. Looks like it'd be once again shocker. The Padres have a really good top prospect in Bowman.
Shocker.
Once again, and probably next year, Leo Dallas DeVry will probably be traded for I don't know, name a huge player. They'll probably just trade him because this is what the Padres do.
I thought that was Ethan Salas on there. So
I mean,
good,
look,
good
yeah,
clarified.
Who
that.
Ethan Salas apparently 18 years old and he's not allowed to apparently we've all given up on him.
You said 9 out of the 10
Yes.
top international prospects are in the product.
They at least their autos are, and there's a lot more there too. So they've packed them all in.
Are they hitters?
A lot of hitters in there. Of the 9 of the 10, all hitters.
Oh.
Literally not a single pitcher in there.
Sorry, Cody. I mean, you said it was the year of the pitcher, but apparently
we're
not
done.
in Bowman Chrome.
Oh, it's over.
It's over.
I don't know when his first official base rookie is. Well, we've already had some base rookies of Paul Skeens, but Paul Skeens rookies are in here as well. So.
And on the cover is Jackson Holiday and Jackson Churio.
The Jacksons.
Yep, Jackson 2.
Jackson Churio, Jackson Holiday. Let's throw in Jackson Merrill for good measure. It's a good year to be named Jackson.
141 Chrome
It's
prospect.
a good year to be Vladdy.
It's a good year to be Vladdy. It's a good year to be Jackson.
How about Guillermo Williamson? Is he in San Jose?
Guillermo Williamson is in San Jose.
He's on
currently. He is currently in San Jose, first baseman.
How about Lisbel Diaz?
Lisbel Diaz from Cuba. Yes. He is currently with the San Jose Giants. He's still very young with some nice power potential.
Where's Victor Mesa and Victor
Victor
Mesa? Victor Mesa.
Yeah, we're getting into Vlad. So the next one's going to be Vladdy.
Vladdy.
Yeah, Vlad.
Well, now here's a weird checklist that I haven't seen. So I'm going through the checklist now on Bowman Chrome. We're talking about 2024 Bowman Chrome, which probably is releasing in the next few months, I would assume.
Yeah, we don't know exactly.
October?
It's usually right after the season.
Feels like October.
Mm-hmm.
There is a My First Bowman Autographs checklist. And that includes Adley Rutschman, Bobby Witt, Corbin Carroll, Evan Carter, Ellie De La Cruz, Junior Caminero, Churio, Dominguez, Holiday, Lawler, Crow Armstrong, Acuna, Spencer Jones, Tamar Johnson, and Vlad Guerrero.
Is it a buyback?
My First Bowman Autographs checklist.
That's got to be some sort of buyback or something, right?
Or maybe it's the first Bowman that they ever collected, so they're going to sign on somebody else's card. I don't know.
Yeah, it's Jordan Lawler signing on a Mo Vaughn card or something. That's probably too. Yeah, he's not old enough to know Mo Vaughn is.
No.
Let's be honest.
Retrofractor will be Sandy Koufax with an autograph.
Didn't we just? Am I crazy? Didn't we just have him?
No, he was in Topps Chrome, but I think this is going to be a first Bowman of Sandy Koufax.
Cool.
I'm assuming.
It's good. It's cool that they've been using Sandy Koufax a lot lately, which is pretty cool. It's a guy you wouldn't usually see in a lot of this stuff. Yeah, I mean it's Bowman Chrome. It's going to be all the international guys. It's everything you'd want, and a solid checklist early on. So, and a lot of hitters.
We should get a player breakup now since the checklist is out.
Yeah, let's do it now.
Actually, if we bring it up to everybody now, we might be able to get it done by October.
It's a lot of guys. It's a lot of guys.
Does Bowman Chrome Delight have any exclusives? Too early to tell.
Yeah.
Are we sure there's going to be a Delight SKU?
Yeah, well, there has been. But
Yeah. Stay tuned.
be the best.
Delight.
Leo Dallas. Leo Dallas DeVry. That's the name to remember.
Leo
Dallas.
Dallas.
He's just listed as Leo, but he was listed. We were announcing him as Leo Dallas, so I'm calling him. His mommy and daddy call him Leo Dallas. I'm calling him Leo Dallas.
I can't believe there's another Vlad Jr. Vlad the Third.
Vlad the Third.
Vlad the Third.
We got another
Yeah, it is
Vladdy.
listed as Vladdy with an I.
Vladdy. Yep.
I'm gonna call him Miguel. That's his middle name. Middle name is Miguel.
Yeah.
Miguel Guerrero.
Oh, there's a Mason McGuire. Any relation?
I don't know. I have to look that one.
He's on the Cubs.
Okay.
And it's spelled the same way.
My guess is, Vladdy's going to get a lot of traction. He wasn't as highly ranked as his brother was, but he's going to get traction just because of his name. So just be ready for that. But Padres, once again, shocker. Padres are going to be.
That is Mark McGuire's son.
Oh,
nice.
Wow.
Well, there you go. There's another one. Throw
Mason
that one
McGuire,
there as well.
He's a pitcher, though. So, don't know.
Well,
At least he looks like he's pitching.
Will he fulfill the year of the pitcher? We'll see. I don't know.
He is a pitcher. What?
What is he? What your dad is Mark McGuire.
Yeah,
what are you doing,
man? Like,
what are you doing?
6'4".
Roger Clemens is.
Your dad made a living going hitting bombs.
That's like Roger Clemens' son is a hitter. Like, what are you doing? Your dad was the pitcher.
Cody Clemens.
He might have come up as a pitcher. I could be wrong. And maybe realize, I can't do this.
Yeah, Myrtle Beach Pelicans, Cubs single A affiliates. 20 years old, 6'4", 190. He's sporting a 5.87 ERA currently. But
yeah, because he needs to be hitting.
38 innings pitch. Well, that's one of those things. Like I'm going to follow your footsteps, but I'm not doing it like your dad.
No, I got to zig a little bit.
Yeah,
can't do the full thing.
But it probably helped him get drafted.
That name?
The name does not hurt.
Well, like, what was it? The last day of the draft, it was like 3 guys who were sons of major leaguers just got drafted because it's like, well, just in case. Like David Ortiz's son, I think, got drafted because of that. Just like it's
Little Poppy.
Little Poppy got drafted. Little Poppy.
There's also a Cannon Kemp. Is there a chance?
Matt Kemp?
Could there?
Are we there already?
I can't.
There's no way.
Because we're going to be looking at like next year, and like there's going to be Brandon Crawford's kids are going to be in the, in
well,
the draft.
That's one where I'm like, be ready. In about 5-10 years, we're like, oh boy. It's happened.
Gunnar Henderson's kids getting drafted.
I mean, look, the fact that there's like 4 different holidays who are all going to be stars, like, it's pretty nuts. Jackson, by the way, is since he got called up, has been looking spectacular.
No, I don't think he
had a grand. No, I don't think so. No.
Hit a grand slam.
Yeah,
for his first home run, and has kept it up. He looks really good. So
Orioles aren't a bad baseball team.
They're a pretty good baseball team, and they keep being a good baseball team despite they made some weird moves at the deadline, but they've freed up some room for Jackson
Giants
Holiday.
Are perfectly mediocrity.
Hey, last night was a great pitcher's duel.
But
they are now 61-60.
Yeah, they're 1 game above 500.
Yeah. So
it's always fun to go Google these names. There's a Jurdick Profar.
Pardon?
Yeah. You might have to beep. You're probably gonna have to beep that out.
I mean, he's got to be related, right?
I mean, Profar's not that normal. I mean, again, you start with that, and it's Profar.
Old Jurdick?
I mean, it's got to be.
He's 17.
He's 7. That's got to be his, a little. I mean, he's from Curacao.
Little Jurdick.
I mean, yeah. It's got to be.
Little Jurdicky.
I'm trying to see if there's anything on the scouting report of like relation.
I know, right?
I can't find anything, but I mean, that would be quite a coincidence if that's not the case. So,
Profar has 2 brothers. Jeremy was signed by the Rangers in 2012.
Yep. Jurdick.
As well as youngest brother, Jurdick, who represented Curacao.
Yep, Curacao in the
Little League World Series last year.
Last year.
Uh-oh. We got a controversy.
There's a Jancory De La Cruz, but there's a lot of De La Cruzes.
There's a lot.
I always like to look at the names when this comes out because
pretty excited.
Any players bounty worthy in Bowman Chrome? Yeah, I mean, Leo DeVry will be. He will be one of those guys that's going to be hyped up pretty hard. From what I remember, he's a top prospect there.
Vladdy Guerrero will sell based on name alone.
Yes.
There's a Will Bush. That's
Wilbert Bush.
Will Bush.
Yeah. And Leo DeVry's having a good, not amazing yet, but he's having a good season. He's only 17 years old in low A and still has 11 home runs, 13 stolen bases, and 70 games. So.
And they have the rookie autograph checklist in here as well, which is
who is the youngest ever to make their major league debut? Is there anybody? Who is under the age of 18?
I don't think so.
Is it
18? I feel like is the cutoff.
Is it legal to? Can you be a minor?
Yeah. Well, minor league is
No, I mean like to be in the Major League Baseballs. Can you be?
Oh, be a minor.
Be a minor. Because I know I'm pretty sure in hockey you can. In soccer you definitely can.
I don't know of any. Chad, help us out. If
okay, I got the answer, but you'll never get it. Joe Nuxall. 15 years old.
I'm not just saying that because it's like,
Joe Nuxall.
I know the name. Yeah, 15.
And he's still too young to drive. He took the bus 30 miles from Hamilton, Ohio to Crosley Field in Cincinnati on June 10th, 1944 to play in a Saturday afternoon.
I was going to say, it happens there because you put a 16-year-old in the majors, they're ruined.
15.
Right, 15. Like,
oh, it was during World War II, so they were very strapped to find players. They said it was a disaster.
Yeah.
They said he was...
no matter how good that guy is, like, you are going to get just eaten up.
Could you imagine? You're 15 years old, and you're like, I I have to go out.
Apparently, the Reds were or the Cardinals were up 13-0, and they put him in the 9th inning. So
There you go.
he didn't retire another batter, surrendering 5 runs in 2/3 of an inning.
Oof.
Well, he's 15.
They set him down, cementing his MLB ERA at 67.50.
But
He finally returned in 1952. So,
my
so
gosh.
8 years later, as he finally came back.
When he was still like 24.
Yeah,
It's insane.
got a stat line. Got a stat line.
that is crazy.
insane.
You
All
look
right.
something.
Well,
you learn something new every day.
I would have never guessed that.
Joe Nuxall.
Would have never guessed it.
Well, we're not getting another Nuxall.
No.
I think those days are past.
Well, I think we ran out of time for today's show, but catch our content. And we were going to do a little rookie update, but we just know Paul Skeens is
Well,
great.
once we
Paul
end it-
Skeens and the Jacksons.
no,
They're great.
You end it with Joe Nuxall.
Yeah.
And that's all you got.
That's all you gotta do,
That's
yeah.
all you got to do. You want to collect rookies? That's cool. But if you really want to collect cards, you go after that exclusive Joe Nuxall rookie.
Got to get it. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week on The Hype. Follow us for content on Instagram from Fanatics Fest. And if you're at the show, make sure you come by and get your free break spot, your shirt, and check us out and say hi. And we'll see you guys next week on The Hype. Peace.